Hi everybody, how you doing? I'm Rusty Nelson and welcome to my gallery here in Sumter Square, Pennsylvania. As most of you know, I am doing a YouTube chronological something of my visit to the villages. And it has started out with the first phone call. And if you haven't seen that, you may want to hit the tab up above and it'll take you to that so you can kind of understand what's going on. But anyway, I am doing videos from my first phone call all the way to whenever they stop happening to my destination trip to the villages. And this one is really the first one that I'm doing after piecing things together. I did another one with Skip Smith. There was a quick talk we had in the golf cart. But since I got back, I am currently on the mend from COVID, and that is why I haven't pumped any out. But it's kind of funny because I went back and I started looking at the videos that I had taped. Now, when I got down there, I wasn't sure what to expect. So I just started videotaping anything in my car and stuff when I got down there to my first night there. And as I started to go back and look at it now, I'm going, wow, I really didn't know anything. In fact, I was really amazed by golf carts. So this one is actually pieced together from the beginning of my trip down there. And I'll just start lumping them all together. And when I need to jump back in to explain something, I'll go ahead and jump it back in. Anyway, let's get started. But do me a big favor, will you please go ahead and subscribe? And it only takes a second to hit the thumbs up and like button. And that really helps the channel out, helps me know what people are liking and not liking. And also, if you got comments, especially if there's anything, remember, when I just went down there the first time, I had no idea what's going on. I am not an expert. I don't work for the villages. I'm learning this about the same rate that you are. So if you have suggestions or you have new ideas or something to go see, please put it down in the comments. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started, and I'll voice over where need be. Let's go ahead and roll the tape. This is my first view of the villages. So I've been driving for 2 days from Pennsylvania. I'm here a day early for my lifestyle visit. This is episode 4, and that's about it. I guess I am in the villages right now, and he looks pretty pristine. I know I'm in the villages because I've already hit like 5 circles already, and I hope I'm doing this right so that I don't get shot. There's the village of Bridgeport I just passed. So far I think I've passed I don't know how many golf courses, but I'm definitely seeing golf carts all over the place. So I'm down here a day early because of the hurricane Ada, I believe it's called, and I was going to do some photography on the way down, but that kind of got rained out, so I got down here a day early, and I'm going to the Waterfront Inn and staying there for the night before I start my lifestyle visit. I'm supposed to meet Jeff tomorrow. Anyway, once I get checked in down there, I will let you know what I see. That's about it. I don't know what else to tell you, except there's been a bunch of circles and golf courses and golf carts. All right, lesson number 1. When you want to turn a certain way, don't get stuck on the outside of the circle. Now, I know how to drive circles, but there is no way out of these to get over to the other side. So now I'm doing a U-turn and going to get on the outside now. Now I see how this is working. And okay, so I'm here 5 minutes and I've already learned my first lesson with the circles. I'll get back to you if and when I ever get to Lake Sumter. Yes, I did make it to the Waterfront Hotel, and it does sit right on the lake. You may not be able to see it in this picture, but it was really gorgeous. Off to the right is Sumter Square, so it's just a stone throw and a walk away. Easy check-in, and great people, great first impression. I got to the room okay, and I guess you're going to see this the same time I am. They said I was guest of the day. I don't know what that means. but they didn't give me anything for that, so. Guess we'll see what the room looks like. If I can find that. All right, just kind of like your basic room, I guess. Let's see what we got a view of here. A view of the pool, and I'm assuming the lake is out there. Flat panel TV. That's my phone. I got 2 queen beds simply because I like putting my luggage on there. And there we go. I guess that's the shower. All good. Well, I'm gonna get changed here and I'm going out. See what this square's like right over there. So they tell me at the hotel that the square is close by, and I'm assuming that's true because I can hear the music, and you can see the hotel there's in the back. I know the lake's off of there. I had to cut out this audio on here because there was music playing in the background. This is Cody's, and I'm on my way down to the Sumter Square. And it's right on the water. It's the first place you run into, right between the hotel and the square itself. So I was on my way down there, and this guy was kind of singing and playing at the same time. There's a bunch of people hoopla and dancing and having a good time. But I had to cut it out because I knew I'd get a copyright strike if I went and played that music in the background because it was pretty prominent. Anyway, moving on to the square to see what in the world is down there and what music is playing down at the square itself. Not too far down the road, in fact, about a stone's throw almost, there's RJ Gators. And this definitely looks like a little bit calmer, I should say. And then I ran into an ice cream place, and over across the street is actually Red Sauce, it looks like. And that looks like a lot of seating outside. And then there is the square. And I guess I'll have to hit there tonight, Haagen-Dazs. And nothing but golf carts cruising around, it seems like. And this is the square. So I am going to go investigate this. This seems like a vacation more than a place to live. That's for sure. See you in a little bit. Then I hit the row of golf carts. Now there were golf carts absolutely everywhere, but I had to cut the music out of this too because they were playing Jethro Tull in the background, and it would have been pretty obvious, but just golf carts everywhere. As I started to get closer, I could hear the Allman Brothers sound of the band playing, but there were golf carts lined up on this side of the street also. And these little places that look like, or they called bait shacks, and that's where everybody was getting their drinks and alcohol. And the golf carts, people would just hang out in their golf carts. It was kind of fun. They'd hang out in their golf carts and listen to the band from outside, and sometimes groups of people gathered up next to the golf carts, and there was definitely some classic looking golf carts, that's for sure.
Dave Sanders, Matt Sanders. Awesome.
This is the Sumter Square, and this was what I saw the first time when I got there that night. Walked into this, and there's people out dancing, partying. Most of the songs you knew from, if you're 55 plus, this is the age range of the songs, and this is the Eagles, Jethro Tull, that type of music. And each of the bands plays out and changes each night. And that actually happens 365 days a year at all 3 squares up in Spanish Springs, Sumter where we just were, and down the paddock down south. And the funny thing is, besides all the golf carts, if you're not used to that, is the fact that 9 o'clock, it almost seems like a horn goes off and everybody, the whole thing just shuts down in the square. That's it, over and done with. But a lot of bars do stay open. I should say not a lot, but a few bars stay open later at night. And I know maybe there's some, all the older ones up in Spanish Springs that stay open later. Not really sure, but I'm finding out, like I said, as you are. Anyway, tomorrow, or I guess in this video, the next day, I drive down to Brownwood down there to go do my lifestyle visit with Jeff. And if you haven't seen that video, maybe I'll put the link above or whatever, and you can watch that one, the phone call to him. And anyway, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'm glad you got to see my first arrival at the Villages. And please go ahead and subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified of the next videos, and I'll either see you in the Villages or I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.